Hi, sir.
Yeah, how's it going?
Pulled you over for expired registration.
Yeah, I don't have registration.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
You know, if your vehicle's, I'm not towing your vehicle, but you know, if your vehicle's not registered over 6 months, it can get towed.
Yeah, I don't use registration or license when I travel.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I'm not the United States citizen.
So what are you?
I'm a state national.
Okay. So do you have a driver's license?
No, I use a passport when I travel.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I got a passport. Okay. Would you like to see it?
Please.
There you go.
Do you reside in California?
No.
Who's the vehicle registered to?
Well, I own the vehicle. I have my MCO right here. It's not registered to the state.
Do you plan on registering it?
No, I let the registration expire
I
because.
see that. So then should I tow your vehicle?
Well, no, I don't think that that's reasonable.
It's legal. For the vehicle code.
Yeah, but it's not lawful.
I'm not
operating in commerce. I'm not operating in commerce. You guys have the authority to regulate commerce, right?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well, what do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever?
I don't understand all that stuff, so I see where this is going. So anyway, the vehicle code in California states that if you're going to drive a vehicle in California or own one,
This is an automobile, not a motor vehicle. By definition of the California vehicle code, I got it right here.
Right.
I'm not operating in commerce, so there's no reason for you to regulate me.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
That's all.
No worries.
But I do have private insurance. I'm not driving out here or traveling.
Can I see your insurance?
No, it's private. But I've communicated with the authorities, and they know who I am.
Who's that? Who are the authorities?
Well,
I don't know who you are. I'm an authority person.
Well, the Barbara Rooney, I've talked to her. She has an injunction from me. So I mean, I have a name decree. So I'm not even. You guys administer the estates of the dead, okay? That's why you have. That's you, the police, the policy enforcers for the United States Corporation. That's why you guys are police and not sheriff. So you have codes, statutes, regulations. And that's what you enforce.
Okay.
But I'm not a person in commerce right now.
All right.
And so that's all. That's
Let me
all.
Make sure this is clear. We'll be good.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
So I normally issue fix-it tickets for this. How does this work with you?
Fix-it tickets?
Yeah, for registration. So fix-it ticket.
Well, I mean, I'm not obligated to have registration if I'm not operating in commerce.
Right, but
So-
I'm obligated to write a fix-it ticket for your vehicle.
I mean, if you want to write me or hand me a ticket, I mean, I'll rescind it and I'll rescission it.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
mean, I don't think it's worth your time.
Probably not, but I gotta do something.
All right. Well, I mean, I was about to
That's
get
why
in
I'm
and out.
asking.
I'd rather just talk with you about this
That's
and
why-
keep it civil, and we
that's
don't
why
have
I'm
to.
asking.
We don't have to do this. I mean, aren't you curious as to, this
We
whole
all have our
process?
beliefs. Not really.
No. Well, I went to the
I
state.
mean, I would,
went to
but-
the State Department,
But
and
you
I.
have a passport, so
Yeah.
you live in the United States. So you have to believe in some laws, right?
Well, sure, I believe in law. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between law and policy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean,
when
I
I'm
follow
when I'm
policies.
when I'm traveling around, I mean, you
Like
you,
the
you took
police-
an oath when you become a police officer,
Right.
right?
Like a
to defend the
police-
Constitution.
Right.
Right.
And I served 20 years in the Marine
Oh,
Corps.
all right. So you should know that part of the Declaration of Independence, which is what the Constitution is constituting, right? We're moving
Right.
forward. It talks about liberty, right?
Yep.
And so you're taking an oath to defend the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. Liberty means the right of locomotion. Okay?
Right.
That's right out of Black's Fourth Dictionary.
Okay.
So I have the right to move about, and it also is my free speech. How can I go and have free speech and assemble and have my constitutional right if I have to have a license to move around? That right there is against my rights. I mean, this is a document from,
Arizona.
yeah, but it's pertaining to the fact that people have rescinded their contracts with the federal government, and they're moving out, and it says, look, your law enforcement may be unaware of this,
You're
right?
free to go. I don't want to have you any longer so that it turns into a detention because I can only have you stop for so long.
I appreciate it.
You can continue talking, but just so you know, you're free to go.
I appreciate your help.
So now, if you talk, you know you're not. I'm not holding you here, and you can.
Got it. Well, I'd love to continue talking with you. I mean, this is just one. This is just one example.
Sovereign citizenship.
Oh, sovereign citizens are idiots.
And that's
Idiots.
where
You can't be sovereign and a citizen at the same time.
No, because
it's an
you're not
oxymoron.
believing in one or the
Well,
other.
it's an oxymoron. A sovereign is someone who's their own king, right?
Just drive safe. I'm impressed you have
Travel safe. Driving is the commercial term. See, this is how they get us with diction, right? If you say driving, then suddenly you're in a motor vehicle, right? And that's a commercial term. And so, I mean, and I can walk you through it. It's really quite simple.
By the time I was good,
All right.
You took the time out enough. You have to learn something.
Well, and it goes a lot deeper than that. I mean,
Of course it does.
but
I believe it. It does.
yeah.
We all have our things.
Well, if you have a card, I'd be happy to send you information about what this process. I think there are a lot more people you're going to be pulling over a lot more people and seeing a lot more of this. So.
Well, in my 8 years, this is the first. I pulled over.
Check this out.
Citizens,
You think that's cool?
But I
this
knew
is
right away. I'm like, this isn't sovereign.
This is a
citizen,
decree from the judge, right?
Right.
And I've changed my name from all caps, right, to a proper stylization. Okay.
Okay.
And now this has to do with when you're born, they create a trust in your all caps name.
Right.
And then they basically trick everybody, or we all assume that as our identity. That's why every government paper you've ever had or any bills that come to your house, they're all in your all caps name. But that's not you. You're actually this name.
Right.
And the reason why you can't give me a ticket, except for something in my all caps name, is because at the highest levels, you guys are administering the estates and the trusts of everyone.
Check it out.
Wow. And when you change your name, I'm out of the system now. I can no longer be administered by the policy enforcers. Because it's all, the public is the dead.
I'm going to check it out.
It's quite fascinating. Anyway.
Have a good night.
Have a wonderful day. I'm going to get some
Thanks for your
food.
cooperation.
Well, dude, you guys do a really dangerous job, and I really appreciate everything you do. With the way that the nation's going right now, I mean, all right, brother. I appreciate you so much. All right.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Just so I'm within the policy, it's a verbal warning, but you're not detained, but just verbal warning.
Thank you. So what was your name? Pleasure to deal with.
If you ask, I can give it to you.
Thank you. Well, and I think what's happening right now is we're going back to a republic, right? That's why all this craziness is happening.
We're headed to some pretty drastic changes.
I think everyone's feeling that.
Yeah,
So
something.
something's got to break.
Be safe.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Yep.